Yeah, morning all. So in the last class, yesterday's class, right? We're discussing why Python, who can learn Python, what are the prerequisites for learning Python, how Python was built, and Python real-time applications, Python usage, Python features, Python comparison with other programming, and reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Python scope and job market. So why Python means it's a general purpose programming, any kind of applications we can develop, multi-programming features we see, right? Yes. It's a high-level language, means it's easily understandable, portable, and can run on any hardware and any operating systems. Interpreted language, line-by-line execution, which makes debugging easy. User-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming, which provides simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements. Yeah. There are two types of languages, low-level and high-level languages. Low-level languages are assembly-level languages. They are not human understandable. They are not portable. They're machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardwares and all the operating system. But high-level languages like Python, human understandable, they are portable and machine independent. They can run on all the hardwares and all the operating system. So Python has got what features? Python has taken some features from one programming. Python has taken some other features from other programming, right? Yes. So Python has got procedure-oriented programming features, has got object-oriented programming features like C++, Java. It has got scripting features like shell script. It has got modular programming features like modular 3. Yes. So because of this multi-programming features, we call Python as a hybrid language. So Python has got great boom because of this modular programming. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got, right? In 2010, Java 43% used in the industry, Python like 3% used. 2020, 10 years later, right? Java usage was 19%. Python has increased to 31%, right? Yes. Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? Mostly used for developing what kind of applications? Web applications. Mostly used in creation of web applications using framework like Django framework. So at a rapid speed, you can develop a web application. It has got its own database like SQLite 3. Very less coding. We see very less coding within this automation applications, like using technologies like data science, like IoT, DevOps, right? IoT, here 90% of the coding in Python. In data science, like machine learning, right? We have got many ML techniques implemented using a language, Python. So for big data, right? Yes. Like Spark with Python, we say like PySpark. For scientific applications, we have got a model called CP. For scientific applications, we have got a model called CP, scientific Python. For numerical analysis, we have got a model called NumPy, numerical Python. For GUI animations, right, we have got a module called TK Into. For gaming or game development, Python providing a separate framework like Pygame, PyCora, PySoy. For scheduling tasks, Python is used for testing or test cases for software development. For business applications, for creating e-commerce systems, database applications where it can connect with any database, networking applications, like it is providing a separate framework called Twisted Python. For web scraping, scraping data from different websites means extracting data from different websites, and audio and video applications like Tim Player, C Player, some examples of it. CAD applications, computer-aided designing, 3D CAD applications, embedded applications like Raspberry Pi. For data analysis, for computer vision, for face detection, for object detection, and for color detection, Python is preferred. For desktop applications, right? For desktop applications, single user applications, right? As Python is preferred. And who are using Python today? Topmost applications built using Python and the companies using Python. Like Google using Python for its web search system. Python is one of the best example of Google, right? Web applications. And Yahoo, YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. Instagram built using Python. The prime reason for Instagram to choose for Python is Python hybrid features. NASA NASA using Python accordingly so for its research and development activities because of its Python hybrid features. Quora, Reddit, Pinterest are built using Python. Netflix using Python for its security, automation, and subscription, right? Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. iRobot for military and commercial applications. BitTorrent, file sharing service. BitTorrent is what? Like file sharing. Okay, for hardware testing, right? Companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this they use Python for hardware testing. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular means very less coding we see in Python, not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming languages. Simple syntax is given by Python. Simple syntax is given by Python, right? And the syntaxes of Python looks like normal English statement. Interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response. Multi-programming features, hybrid features, right? Just now I was briefing you about that multi-programming features. Wide varieties of applications, right? We have discussed the different types of applications, right? And many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries like 89,300, right? Yes. Now, people who are from non-programming or zero programming, right? You can just check this, right? Python comparison with other programming. Python comparison with other programming. Python comparison with other programming, right? Yes. a task. I'll take a task and I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming languages. Can just compare how this Python statements as compared with other programmings, right? Accepting two values. Okay. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition, right? Just first I'll write these two major programming languages, right? Python and Java. First I'll write in Java. Later I'll show you in Python. You can just compare how simple this Python statements, right? Import java.io.start class sample public static void main. Public static void main string aux throws IO exception, right? Input stream reader. Input stream reader equal to new input reader of system.in, right? Buffered reader, br equal to new buffered reader, right? System.out.println, right? Enter the first number, right? Enter the first number. Whatever number, okay, whatever number you're entering, right? Yes. Taken as string format, string s1, right? br.readline, int I, integer.parseInt, system.out.println, enter the first number, string s1 br.readline, int I, integer.parseInt of s1. Next, enter the second number, right? Enter the second number, string s2 br.readline, int j, integer.parseInt of s2. So this enter the first number taken as string, later converted to integer. Same, enter the second number converted to s2, string s2, and converted to integer. Now finally saying system.out.println, system.out.println, right? I plus j. 1 second. Now save it. File, save. 1 second. I'll copy this to a separate notepad file. Right. Control C. Just I will take a minute showing you the execution in both Python and Java. Right. Notepad. For this batch. Right. Any folder like saying that sample.java. I'm saving it as sample.java. Okay. This is the Java code. Now I'm going to this search. Within the search, I'm typing cmd to go to the command prompt and type cd Python 7 a.m. batch. Java C sample.java, right? There's no error. We can execute Java sample. We need to select Java sample. Yes, enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20. Output is 30. This is what the Java code. I don't know like how many of you have understood this Java code. We need to have some basic knowledge to understand this. What is class? What is public static void main? What is array exception? What is input stream reader, buffer reader? We can also use scanner classes for this. What is read line? What is integer.parseInt? So it looks really difficult, right, to understand these statements. The same task, the same code, I write in Python, not more than 3 lines, not even 1/4 coding. Okay. So I'll just type the same task. I'll implement the same task in Python with 3 lines, right? That too, it looks like normal English statements. The statements of Python looks like normal English statements. I wanted 2 values, X and Y. Directly I'm printing here in X. Enter value of X. Int of input, enter value of Y. Enter value of X, input, enter value of Y. Right. Print X plus Y. That's it. So here, input, enter value of X. You're entering the whatever X value you're entering, that will be assigned to X. Enter value of Y. Whatever value you're entering, right, convert to integer and assign to Y. Enter value of X. Whatever value you're entering, convert to integer and assign to X. Print X plus Y. any name test1.py. Run a run module. Check this. Enter value of x10, enter value of y20, sum is 30, right? Is it easily understandable? Looks like normal English statements.
Do we need to define here as an integer?
So here, input enter value of x. Okay, you'll enter value by default, like Java also. Here also, whatever value you are entering through keyboard taken as string, it will be taken as string, right? So we need to typecast to integer. Whatever value entered, right, from the keyboard taken as string by default. So we need to typecast to integer performing addition. Yes, so this looks like normal English statements. Enter value of x, value of y, print x plus y. You won't see any complex word or statements here. Okay. One more example, right? Just I'll show you some sample example snippets of Python today. People who are from non-programming. Okay. X equal to some values I'll take, random values. 40, 10, 30, 50, 20. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Print X prints the entire list. Print len of X, number of elements within the list. Len of X is going to return the number of elements. If you got 5 elements or 50 elements, it returns the length of that list. I want to know the max element in the list. No need to write any code. We need to say max of X. That is 50. Print min of X. Min of X is 10. Print max of X is 50. Min of X is 10. Sum of X. Sum of X means sum of all these elements. Max of X is 10. Min of X is 50. Sum of X. Sum of all these elements, right? Yes. Just observe this output. So if you're taking some values, right, list with values, max returns the 50, min of X means 10, sum of X means sum of all these elements. It returns. No need to write the code in other programming language. We apply loop, right? We apply for loop and just try to iterate one by one, add one by one element. Finally, we'll get the final sum value, right? But here sum is 150, max is 50, min is 10, len is 1. If you want to perform sorting, print sorted of X, prints all the elements in the ascending order, arranges the elements in the ascending order, right? Sorted of X means in ascending order. Check this output. Displays all the values in ascending. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. But if I want in descending, right? If I want in descending, print sorted of X. reverse equal to true. Sort of x means in ascending. The ascending again, if you reverse it, you will get in descending. Okay. Sort of x in ascending. The ascending result, if you reverse it, you will get in descending, right? Yes. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Next, if I want to add a new element, x dot append, I want to append a new element, 60. Yes, it gets added at the end of the list, right? Check it. And x is the list. To that x list, I want to append a new element, 60. X dot append 60. 60 got appended, right? X dot pop, x dot pop 40. X dot, for example, x dot remove directly, we can say remove or pop. Remove 40 means 40 gets removed. X dot remove 40 means 40 gets removed. Okay, fine. Okay, in this way we can add elements, we can remove elements, right? So one more example, Python has got 89,300 modules. It's providing for different environments, right? Yes. But so Python has got thousands of modules. I'll just to give what is the importance of modules in Python. And just two things you can observe here, the importance of modules in Python, and also you can just see how simple the Python statements. For that, I'll give one example of one module, mostly used module, like import math module. If you want to see what is present within the math module, dir of math. We have got dir of math module, right? Okay, I'm saving it as maths.py. So dir of math, it will show all the properties, functionalities present within the math module. One second. Run module. Check this. These are all the properties of math module. Sin h, square root, tan h, tau, pi. All these are the properties of math. So all the properties. So there is a variable like pi, there is a variable like e, there is a variable like tau. There are some variables available. I want to print those values. I want to print the value of pi. Print within the math model, there is a variable like pi. Print math dot e, math dot pi, math dot e. Okay. Run model. Pi value is 3.14, e value 2.71, right? Yes. Let's print out the values. Next, square root. Square root, right? Yes. You don't know how to work with the square root. See here, for example, you don't know how to use the square root functionality. How to work with square root. What is the syntax of square root? You don't know how to use it. Any other functionality also, if you doesn't know how to use it, help function. There is a help function in Python which is going to help you with the syntaxes. Help on math dot sqrt, math dot square root. Help on built-in function square root in the module math. Square root expecting one value x, it returns the square root of x. So we need to provide one value x, it returns the square root of that x. Math dot sqrt of 16. So we need to provide one value, right? Yes, print math dot sqrt of one value, we need to provide 16. Square root of 16 is what? 4. Square root of 16 is 4. Now, similarly, if you want any other functionality, right, run module, right? If you want to see POW is there, I want to see what is the help on that POW. Help on math dot POW, right? POW. Help on built-in function power in the module math. Power, right? Expecting two values x comma y, returns x to the power of y, returns x to the power of y. X comma y returns x to the power of y, x to the power of y. So we need to provide two values here. It returns that x to the power of y, x to the power of y. Print 10 comma 3, 10 to the power of 3, right? It's 1000.
What is the in the syntax they are mentioning slash also, right?
The slash means there are some types of arguments in Python. Default, non-default, keyword, non-keyword, arbitrary. The slash indicates these arguments are non-default arguments. Means while calling this, we need to provide the values for x comma y. Later I discuss about the different types of arguments. But as of now, it's just a kind of indication. We have nothing to do with slash. It indicates that these two variables are non-default. So x to the power of y. This double star means what? X to the power of y. So this is 1000. 10 to the power of 3000.
Non-default means
Now, see here, 1 second. POWER, POW. X is 10, Y is 20. It's default. Some default values are given.
Yeah.
Non-default means, okay. So always X value will be 10 and Y is 20. Default, that is default values will be taken if you're not providing any values. See here, yes. Directly, the values will be provided here. Here directly, X equal to 10, Y equal to 20 will provide, that is default values. So directly here we can say POW, math dot POW. If you say what is the output you will get, already X value 10, Y value 20 will be provided here in that while defining a function itself. Okay.
So you mean to say that no need to define it directly, we can
No,
provide the value that is called
yes.
as a non-default values.
So here for non-default, we should compulsory provide values. For default, if you're not providing the values here also, if you're not providing values here, the default values that you are defined while defining a function, those values will be taken in the case of default. In the case of default, while defining this function, you should provide the values here. X is 10, Y is 20. For non-default, while calling the function, okay? So later I discuss about it, you will get confused now. So
Okay.
slash indicates non-default. Nothing as part of now, there's nothing to do with this slash. Later while discussing functions concept, I discuss different types of arguments there. In this way, you can just get the help of each and every functionality and you can just explore it, right? Yes, there is a help function given by Python to know the general format of this particular functionality. So even for example, generating graphs also, it's very simple in Python. Just observe without any knowledge, with zero knowledge, right? You can understand this graphs generation in Python. So for that, we have got a module called matplotlib. Matplotlib is the module we need to import, and within that we have got a built-in property pyplot. Matplotlib.pyplot. Okay, instead of using this very big name like math, here in the previous example, math, every time we need to use that, right? Here also, instead of using this very big name, you can say as a shortcut name P or PLT, right? So I want to plot a graph. Now I will say plot function 1, 2, 3. X coordinate values I want, Y coordinate values I want. And these are the X coordinate values, these are the Y coordinate values. Plot function for plotting a graph and show PLT dot show. That's it. A graph will be generated. Run module. Right. 1, 5, 1, 5, 2, 7, 3, 4, 1, 5, 2, 7, 3, 4. Okay. So I want you're getting a solid graph in blue color, but I want in dotted line style with different color, right? So just to give comma here and say hyphen hyphen. You will get in dotted line format. If you want in different color, COLO or color equal to green color, I want. Yes. Okay, fine. Run module. You got in dotted line and the color is green color. And see this, how you got the scale in the x-axis, 1, 2, 3. Minimum value is 1, maximum value is 3. Depending upon the x coordinate, min value is 1. In the x coordinate, max value is 3. Between them, the coordinates will be, or you can see the intervals between them. And for y coordinates also, min is 4, max is 7. Between them, we'll see the coordinates. I want, okay, now for example, one more example, right? So just the same thing, plot. Same example I copied. For example, age and income values are given. Age values are like this. For 30 years, for 40 years, for 50 years, and for 60 years, the salaries are like this. 30,000, 40,000, 35,000, 50,000. 30,000, 40,000, 35, 50, and 50,000. Yes. So for 30, 30,000, for 40, 40,000, 50, 35,000. Just observe this output. For 50, 35,000, and for 60, it is 50,000, right? Fine. Now, I want some label here, x-axis label, y-axis label, and the title for this graph, right? So it's very simple. There's a built-in functionalities properties, plt dot x label, x-axis label. X-axis label is age. Y label, right? It's a built-in functionality property, age, income. Plt.x label, age. Plt.y label, income. Plt.title. Plt.x label, age. Plt.y label, income. Plt.title, sample graph. That's it. You can see all this. Run module. X-axis label is age, y-axis is income, title is like sample graph. For 30, 30,000, for 40, 40,000, for 50, 35, and for 60, 50,000, right? One small example, if I say plot normal graph, if I say BAR bar graph, if I say PIE pie graph here, if I say scatter plot, if I say stack plot, or if I say HIST here, histogram will be generated, right? For example, the same import matplotlib dot py plot. So These are the things we need, just like math module. These are also a model we need to import. PyPlot is a built-in functionality as PLT. So here I want to just visualize a graph of how about my sales, mobile sales. For example, mobiles. Samsung, Oppo, Vivo, Samsung, Oppo, Vivo, OnePlus. The sales are like this. Samsung 45, Oppo 10, Vivo 15, and this 30. PLT dot pie. Pie graph. A pie graph has to be generated for this sales, comma, sales. Labels equal to mobiles. That's it. PLT dot show. Run model. Check this, right? Yes. A pie graph will be generated right from the here. Which one has more sales? Samsung. Next, which has got more sales? Samsung has got more sales. Next, OnePlus has got more sales. Vivo. Next, Oppo. This has got more sales. Okay. So in this way, we can generate graph. It's a plt.py or plot or bar or HIST, right? So just I was showing you how simple. Do you see any complex statements or words here? Mobiles, sales, pie graph based on the sales and mobile. That's it. So Python statements look simple and easy to understand, right? So this is what the course content that is going to be discussed. Starting to the basic level to the advanced level. Python applications, features, advantages, versions, flavors, Python operations, operators in Python, Python IDEs, different IDEs in Python, right? Integrated development environment like PyCharm, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, flow controls, looping statements, strings in Python, collections in Python, Python lists, Python tuples, Python sets, Python dictionary, functions in Python, modules, packages, errors and exceptions, file handling, OOPS concepts, regular expression, database connectivity, right? Python data model, OS model. So different types of modules related to different environments, like data science related, big data related, OS related, regular expressions, right? So graphical applications, right? Different types of models will be discussed. Advanced concepts, iterator, generator, closer, decorator, like GUI programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science, pandas model, numpy model, matplotlib model in brief. People who wants to choose for like a full stack, right? Like Django introduction, frameworks, Django installation, product architecture, Django applications creations, Django views, templates, Django admin models, advanced concepts, right? And the UI technologies, web development, right? Like HTML in brief, CSS in brief, JavaScript in brief, and MySQL, right? Yes. Yes. As I said, right? So Python, I said Python core, advanced and application oriented modules, nearly 70 hours, nearly 2 months, right? So This offer batch, the fee is only just 5,000, right? 5K. Plus people who wants to go for full stack apart from this, right? Web development will be discussed, like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, both a part of Bootstrap, plus the Django framework of Python for web for applications creations, 15 to 20 applications. I'll show you how to create it step by step, plus a project. For all this, right? Nearly this also takes nearly 60 hours, 2 months. 7K is that 7,000 is that fees for it. But if you take as a total package, Python full stack web development, like it's you can just get 10K. Fine. So you'll be getting the recorded videos even if you are choosing Python. But for the 5,000, still you will be getting the videos daily, right? Or web development or Django, right? And you will be getting the notes, classroom notes, and assignment talks, and a WhatsApp group will be created for the technical discussions, right? Any queries from your side? Tomorrow also, you can attend the session same time, right? So from tomorrow onwards, we start with that Python, right? From tomorrow onwards, the batch starts from that Python software foundation, Python installations, execution modes, right? Other tutorials. Any queries from your side, anyone, right? Tomorrow, follow the same time using the same link to see more on this Python.
So this is a complete course, means it's a 4 months.
So yes, it's a 4 months as to play who if you want to choose for Python full stack, it's 4 months. But if you want to attend parallelly also, right? Python from Monday to Friday, and like this Django framework or web development on Saturday, Sunday batches will be there, many batches. 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday, 4 hours per week. Parallelly also you can attend it. So where you can complete in 2.5 months.
But parallel means is it doesn't require directly we can start without knowledge of Python directly we can start on the Django
Because
framework.
yes, 1 second. So in the Django framework, right? So I said the same web development will be we want web development means HTML doesn't require any Python knowledge. CSS doesn't require any Python knowledge. JavaScript, these things, anything JavaScript is a separate language, right? So for web development technologies will be discussed first before we go with the Django, which requires Python knowledge. So by the time you complete this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, it takes nearly 1 month. By the time you should have completed Python core, you have gone to Python Advanced. And the Django framework also, before we start with that architectural part, basic Django application, other things, right? Totally 70% of Python will be completed. Yes, okay.
For AWS, which one do you suggest? Is it the core and advanced will be sufficient, or this web development and Django will also be needed?
Python core and advanced is sufficient.
So the scripting language will also be covered in that?
Python is a pure scripting language, right? Yes, I'll also be discussing some modules related to that, like OS modules, sys modules, all this, right? Yes.
So are you going to give any real-time examples while the classes are going on, or are you going to quote
Yes,
any real?
yes. So nothing theoretical here, everything practical oriented. With many working examples, right? Practical examples with many assignments and tasks. Because just getting the output is not the criteria. You need to build your own code. You need to work on the tasks. I'll be giving some assignments tasks to work with. Many working examples. And people who go for full stack, right? Web development that is using the Django framework, you can just observe. Like creations, the Django apps, my project 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 15 to 20, I say. More than it, I'll be showing you. Right? Take any batch. For every batch, I'll be creating this Django apps to, you can see 15 to 20 applications step by step. Okay.
Just want to understand, suppose what is the difference between a framework and a module? When I say module, is like if I want to use any kind of functions, there are certain modules are there. First, we have to import the module, then we can use that either mathematical function or graph function. We can utilize it by importing the module.
So framework is going to provide the entire structure. See, if you want to develop a project, right? Entire structure it's going to create. So where we need to keep that .py files, where to keep .html files, image files, and it has got so many py files. It is going to get created automatically, right? So all the Python files will be created automatically. We need to modify and change it according. But module or function, right? Module is just we need to import and use its what all the inbuilt functionalities it has got, like math.square root, right? We are using a particular functionality. But frameworks deals, it takes care of the entire things. Framework it entirely takes nearly 60% of the code, 50 to 60% code already available for doing an application, right? And remaining things we need to change according to as per our business requirements.
It's like a template. Web application created template will be there, and according to our requirement, we are going to modify it, and we have to work it out.
Yes, you can say that.
Okay, so in that case, suppose for core and advanced learnings, whatever the how and what basis we can say we will be doing a project here. And suppose if I'm learning core and advanced things, I'm learning this how to use these modules and everything. But as a project, when we go as a project working real time, so
So
what exactly kind of project we will be building?
there are two categories of people, two types of people who learn Python. First category of people, they learn Python, but their career won't be in Python. People, they learn for data science environment, implementing total data science with Python, big data like Spark with Python, like writing automation scripts in IoT, in robotics implementation in Python, in writing automation scripts using in DevOps environment, right? So this career, their career won't be in Python, but they'll be using Python. They learn Python and update Python, and they'll try to implement that Python in data science, big data, IoT, robotics. But second category of people who wants to have a career on Python only, they want to become a Python developer or Python full stack developer. They need to compulsorily have the knowledge on Django framework, where it follows MVT, how MVT architecture, model view template, Java MVC architecture, model view template, model nothing but database, views nothing but Python functional base, class based views, templates using templates, web page is designed. So how the interaction between the web page, Python and the database. Python brings data from the web page and loads in database. And Python again pulls the data from database and displays it on the web page. So how this interaction goes, everything you see in the Django, right? MVT architecture. So here I said I'll be discussing some 15 to 20 applications, right? So as a you want to have a career in Python, compulsory this Django is required. So either you should go with Django or you need to go with any of this after learning Python. But only one Python, right? If you see, if you have got projects, either as a the Django projects will be there or data science, big data, or IoT projects will be there in Python. Okay, fine. And some I'll just show you for people GUI based application, people who wants to go for only Python, right? A graphical application I'll be showing you. Fine. Any other queries, right?
So any other time slots? Is it only 7 a.m. IST?
Today, like there is one more batch starting today at night 10 p.m. IST.
10 p.m. IST.
10 p.m. night 10 p.m. right? will be 10 p.m. IST, Indian timings, right?
So it is going to be Monday to Friday,
Yes,
Indian time.
this 10 p.m. batch, right? Demo will be conducted for 1 week or 5 days, 4 to 5 days, right? The demo sessions will be at 10 p.m., but actually the batch timings will be 9 p.m. in the 9 p.m. Yes. Okay. So if any today there is a batch starting at 10 p.m. also, right? If other than this morning timing. Yes. Fine. So tomorrow also you can attend the session to see more on this Python, right? The installation, from tomorrow onwards, we are going to start it. So if I'm done with your queries, I'll stop for now. We'll continue tomorrow more discussion on this, right?
So
Only one last
one
question.
one quick question.
Hmm.
So is the
Yeah.
10 p.m. Classes also be going to be by you or someone else?
Me only.
Okay. Thank you.
So the weekend batch which you're mentioning, where can I find it? Is it already opened batch or it's going to be started?
It's going to be started. It's not weekend. It's a weekday batch, regular batch. Today only it's going to start at 10 p.m.
No, not this one. Actually, the web development which you mentioned
Even
simultaneously.
once you got enrolled, you can attend any of my weekend batch. Means once you get enrolled, right?
Mhm.
Full stack web development. A
Okay.
WhatsApp group will be created, and in that WhatsApp group, if any new Django batch or web development batch going to start, it will be posted. You can attend it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So if anybody wants to attend 10 p.m. also, right? You can see in 1 second. 1 second. You can see a link in the chart, right? That is the link to join the 10 p.m. Just now I forwarded a link, right? A Zoom link.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
If that link for 10 p.m. today's class. Yes. Fine. Okay. So I'm stopping for now. We'll continue tomorrow, right? 7 a.m. using the same link. Right. So thank you all. Thank you all for your time. Meet you tomorrow.